That brings me, obviously, to the most important person here today. I say that, quickly glancing if there's any presents. But obviously, the most important person today here is my absolutely stunning, gorgeous, beautiful bride. It's a cliche to hear that, you can't find the words to describe how much you love someone, but it is true, but as those of you who know me, I will desperately try to find the words. Not only is Debbie unbelievably beautiful, unbelievably gorgeous, and unbelievably sexy, she's far much more than that. She's a great friend, a great person, a great confidant, someone that you can turn to at any time, and genuinely someone who, when things felt particularly dark for me, was an absolute ray of sunshine in my life, and I've never doubted that sunshine would ever go away. She truly makes every day incredibly special for me. She's incredibly supportive. She knows I work silly hours sometimes. She knows I disappear to foreign countries and I go on courses, but she's always there looking after the kids, making sure the home's all great, doing her brilliant job. And I couldn't do my life without Debbie. She really is absolutely everything to me. And I wish I could say more. I really do. I wish I could say more about everything you mean to me, because it doesn't feel enough. But I promise you that on every single day of our life, I will show you how much you mean to me. And I promise that I will make it. Toast, please, to the bride. So with that, sorry, I know you're all probably starting to want to move on. So we move now to possibly the worst bit of the evening for me. My best man, Matt's not here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all here and to be able to do the best man's job of slightly narrowing it down. It is great to be in these auspicious surroundings, and I was pleased to see it's well floodlit and certainly up and well illuminated. It is my honour to represent Iain today, and I'm sure it was for Debbie's bridesmaids facing to represent her. However, I get a right to reply. I'll certainly take my opportunity now. I've known Iain since we were 11, and we're still waiting for him to grow up into a man. During this time, there have been many stories, and knowing Iain's a big fan of stories, I'll start with one of his parents' favourites. As people may or may not know, Iain was a good rider, in both show jumping and cross country. And after much family discussion, his parents agreed to buy him a horse. After searching in Horse and Hound magazine, they set off to Maidstone to look at one that looked right, as they had to go to both show jump and do cross country. They arrived at some very salubrious stables and met the horse. She was a beautiful grey called Heidi, who was a full thoroughbred and had raced under national hunt rules in the past. The owner's daughter gave them a demonstration of her jumping ability in the showroom. It was very impressive. Now it's Iain's turn to show his skills. They set off towards the first jump, and Heidi took off at an unexpected speed. Let's remember for a moment, she'd been a racehorse, and with Iain's height, probably thought a champion jump. So she took off and cleared the first fence, but Iain was shot out of the saddle and easily had cleared two more. He landed face down in the chippings, and everyone rushed over, concerned for his welfare. "Are you all right?" they asked. He looked up, dirty-faced, broken and sore, and said, "She's fantastic. Let's get her," and they did. From this, we can learn that Iain is not only afraid of a challenge, and will get back on the horse metaphorically and in actuality. Secondly, we can also learn that he's not worried about looking foolish, as we'll see from the dancing later. My second story is from our mid-teens. Iain announced one day that he had a girlfriend. Frankly, we were stunned. So we started asking questions, and and it's safe to say the answers did not satisfy us. Eventually we convinced Iain to let us call her to prove she actually existed. Nikki made the call, and to our surprise, a girl did answer and confirmed she was Iain's girlfriend. Yet we remained suspicious. Ring back, I urged Nikki. This time a familiar voice answered. He was one of our school chums. And we discovered that Iain persuaded him to pay his sister. Firstly, he is a man with great visions and the ability to make them come true. Secondly, his scheming plans at an early age were well advanced. My final story is to talk about Iain as a family man. As you know, Debbie and Iain both have children, and Iain very much lives for the happiness of all of them. Just the other day I heard him talking with Debbie, and he seemed really concerned that she would love his little Willie as much as he does. So let's sum Iain up. He's a deeply committed father and now husband. Someone who plans for the future but definitely lives in the now. A great friend who can be relied on in times of trouble or just to have a laugh in the pub with. I wish you both a long and happy life together. I'd like everyone to be upstanding for a toast. To the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Clack.